Hi everyone, today we're going to look at a very difficult Toeic question. About 50 to 60% of students get this wrong. I'm going to show you how to get the answer. So here is the question. All right, this answer is all about collocations. However, before we get the answer, let's go over a few key points. Let's look at the vocabulary here so we can understand. The first is the adjective high profile. High profile means well known, getting a lot of attention from the public and the media. For example, the President of the United States is definitely a high profile politician. Or Elon Musk's attempt to buy Twitter was a high profile news story that might turn into a high-profile trial. Okay, the next term is when it says several pieces of evidence, not several evidences. This is because evidence is non-countable noun. It can't have an S or an and before it. The next word that might be new here is inadmissible. In as a prefix often means not. For example, indirect, not direct, intolerant, not tolerant, invalid, not valid. So we have inadmissible. Able as a suffix means you can. For example, if something is washable, you can wash it. Something is breakable, you can break it. So inadmissible means not, so you can't admit it. It can't be admitted. It can't be used in court. Okay, the next word is seizure. This is when the government takes private property or the police take private property. For example, the verb is seize, so the government seized the house of the organized crime leader. If I use the noun, the seizure of the house sent a strong message to other organized crime leaders. So, if we come back to this Toeic question, let's simplify this sentence. Let's remove in the high profile case, just remove it. And instead of the judge blank several pieces of evidence inadmissible, let's just say some evidence bad. So we can simplify it and say in the case, the judge blank some evidence bad. So we're saying the same thing. So here, we'll start eliminating. Start with A. When you use believe, you have two options to give opinions. You can say, I believe, subject plus verb. Now you can have a that there. For example, I believe the evidence is bad. Or, I believe object to be noun or adjective. I believe the evidence to be bad. It is wrong to say, I believe object adjective. For example, I can't say, I believe evidence bad. There is no is. If I had is, I would be correct. I believe the evidence is bad. Or I believe the evidence to be bad. But I don't have that in this sentence. So let's remove A. Next, let's eliminate commented. 1, it is for context. Comment is not used for strong opinions. It is more of an observation. Now, grammatically, when you use comment, you have two choices. He or she commented, subject plus verb. Notice we have that verb again. He commented that the evidence was bad. Or X comments on noun form. For example, she commented on the evidence. She commented on how bad the evidence was. So you can go commented on noun or commented that subject plus verb. Here, we do not have that. We don't have commented on, plus we don't have commented that evidence was it inadmissible. We don't have a verb. So now we have B or C. Well, eliminate decided. When you use decide, you will have three options. Someone decides that subject plus verb. I decided that it was wrong. Notice the was. This Toeic sentence does not have a be verb. There is no verb after pieces of evidence. We do not have is or was. You can also say subject decided to verb. I decided to say it was wrong. Or subject decided on noun. I decided on it being wrong. However, you don't say X decided noun adjective. You must have a verb. If I say I decided it wrong, this is wrong. If I said I decided it was wrong, this is correct. So the best answer is B. Deem is like the words find and consider. When you give an opinion, it can be without the be verb. Why? I honestly don't know, but it can. For example, if I say I think it is dangerous, it is okay to say I find it dangerous. I consider it dangerous. I deem it dangerous. Notice in these sentences, we don't have a be verb after it. This is strange, and it usually goes with these three words. Now, one thing about deem, we usually have authority deeming something, like a judge or government or a leading scientist. For example, the health authorities have deemed masks helpful to limit the spread of COVID. The judge deemed the evidence inadmissible. So we can deem object adjective. We do not need a verb after the object. So the answer then, as we can see, is B, deemed. All right, this was a tough question. You might need to review this lesson. Thank you for your support, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.